the veterinary department, we take great pride in taking care of all of our animals and doing the best possible job we can with them.
Our animals are ambassadors for their wild counterparts, and if people can't see them, then they're not going to care about them. So it's very important that they're getting the best possible care that we can provide them.
I might be doing a surgery on a fish, followed up by a check on a gorilla, and then going down to give an injection to a snake. And that might all happen within the course of a couple of hours. So it's always different, and you're always having to think on your feet, and that's really what I love.
The mini horned adder that we saw today, that is an animal that came into our collection from another zoo. Every animal that comes into our collection goes through a mandatory quarantine exam. For snakes, that's typically going to be a physical examination, blood that we collect, and then radiographs so that we have a baseline evaluation of the animal. There are certain things that we're just not going to be able to do safely if the animal's awake. We saw a couple of abnormalities on the radiographs. We'll be comparing those to other snakes in the collection and determining if that's an abnormality with that particular animal that we need to follow up before it goes into the collection.
Behavioral training is very important because we don't necessarily want to put them under anesthesia every time they're going to need an elective treatment. So the keepers work very hard to train them to be comfortable. They don't necessarily trust you right away, so you really have to put money in the bank as far as your trust with those guys. A lot of our samples we can get without doing anesthesia. It helps us out, it helps the animals out, and it keeps the relationship with the keepers and their animals.
I love working with elephants and rhinos because they're so smart and they're such impressive animals. I love the dynamic between the animal and the caretaker. The zookeepers are really our eyes and ears out in the zoo. So they're the ones doing the day-to-day care. They know the animals really well. They know their feeding habits, their behavior, their personalities. They're going to be the ones who see any change in behavior or if something's off. They're going to be the ones who notify us. If we do a procedure on a large animal out in the zoo, they're there in the stall with us, helping us move the animal or move equipment. And then they're the ones who are following up, as that animal is getting better. So the zookeepers are very integral into our veterinary care.
We stay incredibly busy, performing examinations, doing checkups, researching cases, talking to colleagues, all of those things to try to provide the best care.
The veterinary care our animals receive is customized to each animal through each stage of their life.
When you make a donation to veterinary care at Denver Zoo, you are helping to provide world-class care for all of our animals.
You're ensuring that our animals will be able to inspire our guests to join us in our efforts to protect wild animals in wild places for generations to come.